Let's go to the moon, baby. Here we go. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Tokyo Crypto Show. We are going to the moon with this insane price. And here we are, sky high on the moon. Hashtag moon gang. It is I, Jonathan from Modern Life Dating, with the one and only, the crypto legend himself, Charlie from Cultivate Crystal. What up, Charlie?
We're going to the moon, baby.
We're on the moon right now. How's
Hell
everybody
yeah.
going? How's it all going today, boys? Yeah, man. What a crazy week
Yeah.
in the cryptocurrency land.
Especially for everybody who's new to Bitcoin, they're probably freaking the fuck out.
All those normies on the planet Earth, we're over here on the moon gang. They can't even hang. We're on the moon right now. So let me fire up the Instagram stream. Good Lord, what a time to be alive. I took kind of like a strategic risk earlier this year, and not even earlier. When did I buy that one Bitcoin? I bought it right after I came from Vietnam, right?
Yeah, that was probably what?
May.
May, and then also,
First week of
at
May.
that price, people were already still thinking Bitcoin was pretty high. It was at 6,200 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, I'm not going to say who, but one of our guys that's been watching this show, I've been talking to him again recently because we've done a consultation and such.
Right.
But he actually got in at about 4K Bitcoin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you got a hold one?
I'm not gonna mention about that, but
Well, you don't say the guy's name. Just
okay.
did he get a whole coin or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But he got a fair share, and he's up 3 times right now. As of now, he's probably gonna go up more here in the next few days. So
Yeah.
he's pretty fucking happy.
I'm happy just enjoying some coconut water on the moon here.
Hell yeah. I think everybody who's been paying attention to the show and actually taking action and getting something of something in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, from 3,100 to now, from February until now, this is basically Bitcoin's test run.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost not really that big of a move.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely. I mean, I some people thought I was crazy when I said Bitcoin was going to go to 10,000. I think
to be honest, when you said that, right, I said to me this year 9,000 would be pretty crazy. But here we are at 12,000.
Here we are, broadcasting live from the moon, baby. We are broadcasting live from the moon. So, guys, just real quick heads up. Friday, Body Language Mastery. I'm overwhelmed. Everybody's hitting me up. Everybody is slamming my freaking phone, my everything. So, real quick, just going to go right here. Go to modernlifedating.com/body language. Click on this link right here to get on the waiting list, putting your best email address in here. And just so you know, for the webinars, Charlie's actually going to be in there for a lot of the webinars as well. So you get to pick his brain on cryptocurrency. Now's the time to take action.
It's going to be very short window here.
It's going to be extremely short window. We're going to talk about that today. But yeah, for you guys, just so you know, it is coming, and the whole package is going to be worth it. Like I said, some of the guys got into Body Language Mastery Enrollment 1, Quarter 1, and then they were able to actually pick Charlie's brain for cryptocurrency during the webinars. Now these guys are...
We had one of the guys in the webinars basically said, like, hey, I have some money that I didn't expect to come upon. What should I do with it? You told him, hey, talk to Charlie about crypto.
Right.
I spoke with him. He basically got one whole Bitcoin when it was sub 5,000.
Right.
With that. So, one whole Bitcoin sub 5,000, do the math, it's 12,500 right now. That guy's really, really happy as well.
Just sitting down, touching his keyboard, making that magic internet money. This is
Hell
what
yeah.
he's doing right now. He's going. He's launching off to the moon, baby. Here we go.
From Cape Canaveral, your hometown, basically.
Launching from the plebeian world of poverty, going up to the moon, baby. Here we are.
Yes, we are.
So, let's see who's in the chat today. Who is joining us? Who's on the moon with us today? Elijah, what's up? Edgar, what up? Adam Simmons, Bitcoin going mental, made a few £100 overnight. Absolutely.
And to be honest, a few hundred is going to be nothing anymore.
Yep.
Once we're above 10,000, which we are, once we're above especially 20,000, it's going to be moving in thousands.
Yep.
During days.
Yep. We got Mr. Jackson, Brenton Wallen, Tony S. Dimitri says, bro, I just got my first Bitcoin. I'm freaking happy. Congratulations. I took some profits for the first time last night. It was exhilarating.
It's like a drug.
Oh, it is. It's Bitcoin, my choice drug. Elijah, again, what's up, Scruffy Turd? What up? Cody, what up? Let's see. A friend of mine ducked out earlier this year when it got bad. It's good that he's not paying attention to stuff like this. He would not be happy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who basically, it's called capitulation. They just give up, throw in the towel. They get wrecked. They lost a shit ton of money, and then this happens.
That's tough, man. Leonardo, what up? Cody says MLD is crypto Nostradamus. Well, it's a joint venture here. I did call the 10K. I could just sometimes feel it in the air. I'm just like, my normie radar is going off. I'm like, something's happening, and then I put my money where my mouth is, and I put the $7,000, and I got my Bitcoin, and I'm already pretty much doubled up there.
Yeah, and I was saying like 7 to 9K max. You were saying around 10K, and now we're here at 12.5.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking that we are definitely going to hit an all-time high with Bitcoin this year, 150,000%. Do you guys tell the IRS about your Bitcoin games? Absolutely, absolutely. Every day I call the IRS. I let them know I'm a good Christian man. Please take all my money. Here's my complete crypto holdings. Definitely don't have cryptocurrency that I'm hiding somewhere.
There's all my Bitcoin addresses that have ever been attributed to me.
Yep, don't have them on USBs. I don't have them on paper wallets. I don't have tons of things hidden and secretly accumulating thousands and thousands of dollars. I tell Uncle Sam everything because I want him to fuck me for every single dime that he can. So you should too. You should too. Guys, do keep in mind that this is a cryptocurrency call-in show. So if you have questions, please call in. The phone number is on the line. We got some great signal up here on the moon. 657-383-1318. No call is too small. This is the Christian IRS channel. Absolutely. Aaron Wolf, what's up? You're new here. Yes, so we are just, we're live broadcasting here from the moon. We are good stuff. I reckon 22K by December. What do you think?
At this point, anything that you're looking beyond basically 90 days is, to be honest, complete speculation. But the difference between 20 and 22,000 is basically nothing once we get to that point. So pick your poison. Basically, we're going to the moon.
We are on the moon. We are ready to roll. And just real quick, so you guys know, be sure to follow us here on Twitter. That's me right here at Modern Life John. You can see the spiciest of the spiciest memes. I'm a master shit lord, and then do follow Charlie here, right here at Cultivate Crypto, at Cultivate Crypto. You guys got him over 112 followers, so thank you very much. Let's keep on pumping those numbers like they are pumping Bitcoin to the moon. Let's get Charlie to 1,000 followers by the end of the year. So please go follow him, and you could actually send him a direct message right here, talk to him for free. And then also go over to his website on YouTube where he does an episode Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I mean, look, he's done 52 episodes for free. This is literally all the cryptocurrency knowledge that you need right here. This will take you above and beyond the average person if you study this stuff. And here's the thing. If you don't put in the time, you don't put in the work, you're not going to get any results. Yeah, I mean, why do you think, dude, we went through crazy shit in 2017.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Crazy shit.
That's why I say this is just a test run.
And we were able to figure it out. And we're giving this information back free to you guys. The guys who taking action, I mean, that's just like, I'm going to fucking say it till my vocal cords bleed. I'm just saying, take action, take action, take action.
Well, and these guys, there are a couple of guys that were able to get a whole Bitcoin under 6K.
Right.
Each person has a different need for it. But, even the guys who got in just, fractions of a Bitcoin as well, they're all extremely happy. But at the same time, charging my $75 consultation fee to basically triple whatever money you decide to bet in there is basically dirt fucking cheap.
Filthy
I'm
cheap.
Just fucking giving you free money by giving you this information.
We're like the Fed. We're printing you money.
Except for it's better because they don't control it.
So that's what we got to say there, guys. So again, here we go. Let's launch off to the moon one more time. Here we go. Woohoo!
Go to the moon. Got my coconut water ready for the moon.
We're on that. We're on that. We're on that moon juice right now. Here we go, launching off and landing comfortably on the moon with our crypto holdings. Life is good.
And yeah, all those suckers back on Earth are,
all those suckers
just having whatever they want to have,
Bitcoin is a religion, so it's tax exempt. Praise the Bitcoin Jesus. I'll take it.
That's great.
Ernest likes the background. Thank you. So is it okay to say buy $100 worth of BTC every month along with paying my debt? I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to do that.
If you can put in at a regular basis, any amount is good.
Yep. You just want to be, trust me, in 10 years, you're going to be wishing you had some Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's what they call stacking Satoshi, fractions of a Bitcoin.
Coconut, yeah, it's coconut water to the lovely lady watching us from Turkey.
Oh, is there a lady from Turkey?
There's a lady from Turkey watching us.
That's on Instagram, huh?
Dizzy Charis. She's pretty cute.
That's good.
She can hold a crypto dollar. I'd say so much for that 10.5K stop loss. How much debt did you have, Winston? Oh, you guys talk about that. What are the chances of retracement before the halving?
Well, I mean, there's always going to be retracements, but chance of a major one, probably one.
Right.
And major at this point is still, compared to where we're going, it's going to be a blip on the radar. Maximum, anything that goes down would be maximum of like 4 weeks about, which would be a month. So compared to, out of 12 months of the year, having 1 month or so of a downwards action is basically nothing.
Yeah.
So, mainly up.
Yeah, and I personally, it's kind of a bold thing, but I think from what I'm gathering right now, what's going on with Binance, what's going on with the Winklevoss twins, what's going on with the dollar and gold, I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin south of 9,000 for a while.
There's a small chance, but if it does happen, you're going to want to buy that shit up very quick.
Yep.
And everybody's probably thinking the same thing as well, people who are starting to pay attention. So I kind of look at it in a few different phases.
Yep.
So people who were like us, who, held through the bear market, were able to make some gains in the bear market. Even Warren Buffett can't make gains in a bear market usually.
Fuck Warren Buffett.
Yeah, I know. He says Bitcoin is rat poison, and yes, he is the rat.
Yeah.
But
rat poison, not a fucking senile old fool.
Yeah, well, he has billions of dollars, so he pretty much, can say whatever he wants. But, whatever, who cares?
What an idiot.
But anyways, so anybody who's holding during the bear market, understood Bitcoin at that time, I would say those are the non-normiest of the normies. I don't know how to put that phrase. You know what I mean.
Right.
Basically just, in the zone. Everybody who was listening to us, there's only, I would say, a handful of you guys who actually took action when we were saying below 5K or below 4.5K especially. That if I told, especially Cody, he has the email to prove it. I showed him a chart. I said, if Bitcoin breaks 4 to 4.2K here, we're in a bull market. Soon after that, it did. He was able to get some around that time as well.
We called it on the show, too. We actually made a show.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show, but I don't know if I showed that chart on there. But I just remember I was looking through the emails that I'd sent to him, and I was like, oh, shit, I'd actually made a chart on that. That's pretty badass.
Oh, yeah.
But,
it's going up, too. Let's catch up the chat, and then let's take a look at your actual we're going to do some chart reading right now. And we got a caller on the air here.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see.
Do you have this speaker working?
No. I just got to go through my headphones, so I'll translate.
Shit.
I know. All right. 405, what's up? You're on the air.
Hey, it's Elijah.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How's it going?
Good.
Not much. I just wanted to call in and talk to Charlie because I recently got in, like, within the past week, and I just haven't been able to do a lot of research on it because I've only been watching you and heard about all this in the past week and a half.
Right.
So I was wondering where would be a good place to start learning how to do all this crypto.
So you want to learn how to do all this crypto. Well, your best bet is just to go to Charlie's channel and watch all 52 episodes. That's 52 hours. And then watch every episode of the Tokyo Crypto Show. And this is going to give you a good baseline of knowledge, which you can understand what exactly is going on and how to make all the big plays that we made. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy, but at the end of the day, people who are actually competent in cryptocurrency are few and far between.
Yeah, it's less than 1% of the population, and even of the 60 million or less people who are somewhat competent or can actually have some cryptocurrency, how many percent of people in most industries are actually competent? Probably maybe maximum 20%.
Right.
So of that 1% or 0.5%, you have 20% of that being actually competent, which is very few and far between in this world. So you're head and shoulders above everybody around you if you have an idea about cryptocurrency. Of course, you can go through our channel for free. You can watch us you can watch me every day, every weekday.
Yep.
And you can watch this show every week, and that'll get you a good baseline. If you want to get directed to which shows and which areas of the show are best, you can book a consultation with me. I'll talk to you for an hour and a half, give you everything you need to get started, and give you some homework for, basically you only need probably 2 to 6 hours on your weekend to get started properly. So everybody who spends an hour and a half talking to me, they get the lowdown, and then I point them towards stuff that they can figure out in an afternoon, and then they're part of the Moon Gang. They're on their way.
All right, so you got your homework set out for you, Elijah. Start cramming those videos in, and we'll follow up with you coming in the webinars for the body language mastery as well, okay?
Awesome. Times 2 speed's gonna be working.
All right, buddy. Take care of yourself.
Gotta get all those videos in. See ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah.
That's our man Elisha calling from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, baby.
Let's catch up with the chat, and then we'll do a little chart analysis here. How much coin are you guys keeping after the head high of 2019? I assume when you're selling a good, that's when you're selling a good deal of coin.
It means the top of the market in 2017.
How much coin are you guys keeping after the head high in 2019? I don't know.
I think he means 2017, like the all-time high in 2017, probably.
I don't know. Clarify with that scruffy turn. Did you mean this year? Because we think that Bitcoin is going to hit all-time high this year. 15,000 is definitely going to happen here soon. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's looking real good.
Adam Simmons says, "Is it your plan to make everyone $397 on Bitcoin to pay for body language mastery?" Hey, I am a fucking patron saint of goodness to all men. If you followed this fucking show and took my advice, this is not financial advice, but if you were to assumedly take this as financial advice since February, you would have been up
3 times or more, 4 times now.
Yep, at least 3 to 4 times in all your investments.
So if you just invested the $400 to pay for it, then you would have been able to pay for it 3 to 4 times over.
Yep. So that's the answer to your question there, Adam Simmons. Gothic Panda says, "To the moon." Sure enough, I'm so glad I talked to Charlie when I did, says Cody Mouse. Good stuff. Again, some of us didn't know you well that bad. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you don't need to know me. If you would have just, like I said, if you just do the long-term chart of Bitcoin and just count the yearly lows, I mean...
Well, it's always better late than never. So,
yeah,
there's part of us when we get to these areas of price, that, we like to gloat a little bit just because we were right.
I like to gloat a lot.
I'm always a little bit
rub it in your fucking face, but I fucking told you so. I told you. I am trying to put money in your pockets. Scruffy says, "When the coin hits all-time high this year, are you selling a good deal of your coin for cash? How much skin are you keeping in the game after?" I am riding the crypto train till the wheels fall off. I just don't. I think I see long term, and I see it. And the way I see it is this, like this. I already make enough money in other aspects of my life that I don't. You shouldn't be banking on Bitcoin. Bitcoin should be like your
savings or investment.
Your speculative investment, if you will.
Yeah.
But my goal is to come out of this with a house, paid in cash. That's it. Nice little house that I can flip into a rental. I've got a plan for it. So we're checking out real estate here on the moon, but I think there's plenty of normies on Earth that I can rent out to better. So we're gonna have to buy a place in Florida, but that's my end goal. What do you think you're trying to do?
Yeah, I just want to get as much basically real world assets, and first thing is basically the same thing, real estate. real estate is also one of the best investments you can make if you buy the right kind in the right place, and so much, and so that's the way it is. But with Bitcoin, in terms of the price, right? Once we break the all-time high, I mean, there's so much green space basically on the chart above that, meaning it's uncharted territory.
Right.
That the FOMO will be real, and moving up in $1,000 increments instead of $100 increments will be, super, super simple. We'll just go all the way to the memes.
Oh, no.
Or do you want to go to the charts?
Let's go to charts first.
This one, yeah.
I'm just checking the game plan here. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So here, what we're going to do is we're going to let Charlie take the reins here, and we are going to do some chart analysis. Charlie, take the reins. Let me
Alrighty.
move this little stupid thing here. Okay, go for it.
So I can see everything?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So actually...
We're like down here.
Okay, perfect. So I'll just kind of move it over here like this. So basically, this is a chart. We're looking here on a very short-term aspect. So I'll just explain very simply what we're looking at, because there's a lot of shit on here. So up here in the left-hand corner, you can see Bitcoin, which is BTC, to the US dollar, USD. And each one of these candles, red or green, is 30 minutes worth of price action. So over here, we're looking at the starting of this current impulse, started around 10 a.m. Japan time on June 24th. So just 2 days ago.
Right.
And that started at 10,500. We're above 12,000. We're about 12,800 right now. So that's a $2,300 price move in 2 days. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Now that's,
I'm happy.
Yeah. If you've been watching my show, you've been watching me try to figure out this price action as we've been going. And yesterday, in my afternoon, right around 2 o'clock this time here, is when I started putting in these micro counts. So we'd been looking at the far out distance to see what our ultimate goal is. But I started making these micro counts here. And I made this box here. And yesterday when we did the show, it was about 9 o'clock. So right about here. So right about here, I told everybody, look at these three lines of 12,200, 12,000, and minimum 11,670. And at about 3 p.m. Today, Japan time, I thought 12,000, this was my first target. I thought we would easily hit 12,000 by that 1 p.m. time. And then I thought, bullishly, anywhere in this box could be a very likely scenario.
Right.
And we easily went through that, actually above. And so I had to readjust this chart to go higher, right? And now we broke down a little bit here. We're going sideways. If I put on these things called Bollinger Bands, basically this yellow, red, and green. Usually the green is not touched. The red is touched maybe a little bit, and the yellow is where it starts to kind of push down a little bit. And same on the opposite end. So you can see them coming to pinch here, meaning the price, at least in the next 30 minutes, will probably, just kind of bounce around here, right? Not too much. So anyways, on the short term, I called this box area yesterday. When we were down at that time, the price was about here, probably about $11,200. So about six. If you would have watched my show yesterday and bet on what I was saying, you'd have made $1,600 if you would have been able to buy one whole Bitcoin. So pretty damn good, I would say. But anyways, I just showed that as kind of how you can take my analysis down to a minute scale, and it works. But then the other second point is Bitcoin often exceeds, especially in a bull market, even the best of our expectations, right? So the price went above this box, which I expected. So you don't want to bet exactly where the top is going to be because Bitcoin usually exceeds our expectations. Now, I want to look at it more on a realistic long-term scale so that we can see where we're going over the next few days. So this part here is going to look a little messy because I was looking at the short-term stuff, but I don't want to delete that. So basically, this part here I have to move up, right? But I'm just going to keep it down here so it doesn't look too messy. Right now, on the downside, let's say we are wrong and this chart breaks down, the price all of a sudden starts to plummet. this line right here, this 10,500, is the area that I would basically put what we call a stop loss, which means if you are wrong, the price automatically sells your Bitcoin at this price, $10,500. And if you bought in at 5,000, you still doubled your money.
Right.
Okay. But anyways, where are we going? The main thing you want to look at is, I'll make it as simple as possible, which is wave 1. There are 5 waves in an impulse, and we are in the final wave of an impulse here. So once we get to the top here, then we have a decent correction. And I'm thinking that happens in early July, but the timing is very speculative. But in terms of the impulse, we have to have 5 total waves up, and we currently have just completed that first one, and we're correcting into that second one. And usually the third wave is the most impulsive or the largest, and definitely by rule, it is not the smallest. So that means if wave 1 was the biggest move, which was about from 10,500 to 12,800, that's 20, how much is that? $2,300 bucks. That means wave 3 must at least be similar or close to that, maybe a little bit above or a little bit below. So I just put, what if each wave is exactly equal to each other, which usually doesn't happen, but that's a conservative way to look at it. That means wave 3, our next target over there, the end of this week, beginning of next week, is 14,500. Then we have a little bit of a down dip. And then the next conservative target, I'm saying this is conservative, which, you know, like I showed here, Bitcoin exceeds our expectations sometimes. And here I'm putting conservatively, we get to about 15,500, roughly around the end of this month, beginning of next month. Of course, this isn't gospel. This isn't fortune telling. So we do have to keep paying attention on a daily basis to see if this chart pattern does work out. But even just a few days ago, I was looking at the tops here of, you know, 12 to 13,000, but we crushed that in the first wave.
Oh yeah.
So this is our next target. And if wave 3 is bigger, right, we might have to move this target up as well. Just keep paying attention to what I'm saying on my channel on a daily basis. If you want information on the weekend, I am going to be sending out a newsletter on the weekend with this price information. So if you want that, you can email me at charlie@cultivatecrypto.com, or you can visit my website, cultivatecrypto.com, go all the way down to the bottom, join our newsletter, or send me an email at charlie@cultivatecrypto.com, and you can get this information on the weekend, and you can get it daily on my YouTube show. But basically, what should you do? If you are in Bitcoin right now, what you should do is each time we hit one of these impulse areas, you move up your stop loss, or the area where you would sell, to below where that price is. So if the price does turn over, then you take your profit automatically on the exchange. But if the price keeps going up, you can continue to ride the wave. So I know that's a little bbit deep, but also at the same time, I try to keep it simple. So somewhere in between there.
Beautiful.
And long-term wise, even better. So this is what we came for this show, right? So this was the last all-time high, December 11th to 18th, 2017. We hit 19,000. Really, if you go onto the top here, $19,623, basically $20,000. Our next area of resistance, meaning it will be hard to go above this area, is that 13,600 to basically 16,000. That area, Bitcoin will have a hard time penetrating past. If we do, you know, it could hit towards that this time around. But I think at this point, we have a decent sizable retracement. Technically, if you follow this pattern, it could go all the way down here, but it's probably very, very unlikely to happen.
I hope it goes down to 4,000.
Yeah, dude, if it went down to 4,200, that would be the best buying opportunity, because what would happen is, timing-wise...
I'd sell my girl to the Yakuza and get some money and buy Bitcoin for that.
Hell yeah. And what that would do is it would slingshot us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So however deep it goes, it will be a very short period of time.
Oh, yeah.
And then it will slingshot us up. The other more realistic option is here, down to like 7,000-8,000. But that is even quite steep because people want that 4-digit Bitcoin. Right now we're in 5-digit Bitcoin. People really are going to get that itch It's like a drug.
It is.
And so really, realistically, coming down and maybe testing that 10,000 area again is probably the best you're going to get. So what I was saying back in February was anything below 5,000 was a good price. So 2,000 to 5,000 was a good price. Then we went up to 5,000. And then I said anything under 7,000, anything between 4 to 7,000 was a good price.
Right.
And then we went up here to 10,000. Now I'm saying anything below 10,000 is going to be a good price.
Right.
And then once we do have that correction, which would be that retracement or that decline would be quite quick. This timing here is not exact, but maybe max like a month. And it's not a straight down, right? It bounces in between here.
Right.
And then, coming up here, this is not an exact price estimate. Once we finish this wave one and we go and we hit whatever low we hit next, then we'll have an idea of how high we can go for that next one. But here, just kind of giving an example, going past that 20,000 mark, once we do, let's say this timing is correct, which, we don't have enough data to say the timing yet. But let's say November 18th, 2019, just a guesstimate, not really an exact science here, kind of like the weatherman, just showing probabilities, possibilities.
Right.
If we break that all-time high in November, then in December and all the way into, April, May of next year, we just have a slingshot period where we go up. And it's not like we go straight up. We do have times when we come down a couple $1,000s in a day.
Right.
But at that point, a couple $1,000s, once you get up to, $40,000, $50,000 doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, no, this is looking very nice. And at $83,000 per Bitcoin, this is going to rock the world, the financial world, the governments. It's going to shake the shit out of a lot of things.
Yeah, and that's potential within next year. And that's not even the end goal. So if we put this out a little bit further, the end goal somewhere between 2021 and 2022, basically in the year of 2021, the goal is somewhere between $100,000 to $300,000 Bitcoin.
Right.
So if you even get, 10% of a Bitcoin now, do the math. That's almost a yearly salary for, a lot of people. If we got to 300,000, that's $30,000 if you can get 10%.
Yep.
So if you can get 10% of a Bitcoin now at about, let's say $10,000 or $12,000, that's $1,000.
Yep.
So if you can afford to lose $1,000 over the course of the next 2 to 3 years, which I'm sure most people would spend on alcohol, cigarettes, marijuana,
drugs,
women,
whatever.
If you can, try to take that money and put it into something like this, even owning $1,000 of Bitcoin right now in a few years will make you very, very happy. And, if you put this into perspective even more, from where we started, back in 2011 when people were really paying attention and started buying Bitcoin, this move, this pattern, is coming into focus. And people were talking about this, even back in 2015, 2013. And so, but people thought those people were insane because the prices were under $100, under $1,000.
Right.
So this stuff now is almost easy to start talking about these prices compared to, 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. And it's looking real good. I'm thrilled. I think that just the way things from humanity's perspective is just that we are really, we're getting ready to take a blast off here to the moon with everybody else. I think that Bitcoin is, there's been a certain move to censor people and silence people. There's been like this silent movement to censor Bitcoin, to censor social media and stuff. Yep. But the human spirit is fighting back, and you could shut down you could shut down my PayPal, you could shut down my bank account, you could do all that, but you can't stop Bitcoin. And this cryptocurrency thing is really changing the world. It is just getting started. We are at the fucking very, very, very beginning. I mean, come 10 years from now, who knows what's going to happen? But all that I know is like 100% cryptocurrency is here to stay. And for the guys that are watching right now, we got like 30 people watching. Guys, please click like button. If you press like, you will automatically get 1 Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet. So please click like. We got 13 likes. Let's get that up to 30 likes for everybody to get a Bitcoin 100%. Each. Let's see who else is in the chat here. M. Garcia says, I want a front row seat of the days prior to May 2020.
Yep.
That price chart will go crazy. Scruffy Turd says, because I see a lot of people cashing out at the all-time high and being done or leaving one coin in if you have more than one. Ernie says, and thank you, Charlie, for the quick email response back.
No problem.
Adam Simmons says, some experts are saying 50 to 100K is possible. If that happens, we all need to meet for a giant piss-up in Tokyo. Come on through.
For the Moon Gang, people who are putting in, hell yeah.
Hashtag Moon Gang, come through. We'll introduce you to Roger Ver.
Yeah.
Irish Bateman says, what are you guys plan to do once Bitcoin hits around 50 or 100K? Do you have a figure in your head on when you would like to cash out? I have a few G's in BTC and personally would convert 50% to euros if it hit crazy highs. I'm long-term, but would likely cash out if it was at the moon prices.
So I don't do it based on the price. I do it based on my chart. I do have anything over 100,000. I start to really look at, how to liquidate out, right? How to take your money out. But also I follow my chart pattern because if it does go farther than we expect, the one thing that I want to do is, okay, let's say, for example, if we have those 5 waves up, and for me, Elliott waves have worked very, very well. For other people, they don't because it doesn't fit their personality. Other charting patterns might work better. Each person has a different fingerprint when it comes to charting.
Right.
But anyways, if you can figure out a charting pattern that works for you, sometimes what you can see is, man, the price is crazy, but to tamper your emotion, you can see, but what I see on the chart tells me that we have further to go. So if, the chart tells me that 100K, happens very quick and we still have further to go, I'm still going to keep riding that train. But I think it's good to have goals like these, whether it's a number goal or whether it's a chart-based goal, however you look at it, just make that decision now, write down all your passwords so that you can access that money, you don't lose it. And then whenever your stages of what you need hit, then it's okay. You can liquidate, you can get out of Bitcoin, then you can use your money how you want to. So if your goal is to get to 75,000 so that you can buy a house or something, great, do it. But figure out what your goal is and stick to it.
Yep. And then KP Kevin says, hey guys, Charlie, let me know if you have time for a consult after the show. If not, we could do another day. Elijah says this is going to be good. Dimitri Watt says LOL. And Hebnar says, hi guys, what's up, brother? So yeah, everything's looking pretty spicy. I just, I have more of a macro view, and I have a very good idea of like human psychology.
Yep.
And like I have a good understanding of like normie behavior, so I could see where the normie herd is heading.
Sure.
And I'm just seeing what's happening right now, and I think it's getting really get fired up. And I think the fact that Facebook is launching their cryptocurrency is a good thing because it's going to bring awareness. A lot of people are going to be burned by Facebook cryptocurrency because they're going to type something, and then Facebook coordinates with governments to shut down strategically in some areas of the world. Like I believe it was in Turkey, they were organizing protests and riots on Facebook. And
and the Arab Spring as well in Northern Africa.
Right, and then they shut it down. The government told Facebook, hey, shut this down, and they did. So what happens if you are labeled as a dissident or whatever, and Facebook's like, okay, we'll lock down your wallet?
Well, let's say you're an American citizen who ever took a trip to Yemen, where drone strikes happen frequently,
right?
And they don't like you. I mean, this is a way unlikely thing to happen. But
I'm not going to Yemen.
I know, but let's say you're a target. They now have a law in the United States because there were some United States citizens who got drone striked in Yemen. They were technically United States citizens.
Jesus.
So the United States government has laws which during the last 15 years have been enacted that basically allow them to do a lot other farther out things, even to American citizens outside of the United States. So that's some scary ass shit. So them going and working with a company like Facebook, trying to control your money, trying to control your wealth, is something that you just want to run away from like the fucking plague.
Anything the United States government sets its hand upon, they fucking destroy it. So the last thing I need them to do is put their hands on my money. No thank you, Uncle Sam. You were cool 60 years ago.
Well,
not anymore.
How many people have forgot where our country came from, right? We came from running away from, a monarchy, running away from
insane taxes.
Yeah, all sorts of shit, right? In the UK and in England at that time, right? So, Bitcoin is basically pure freedom.
Yes.
Which, if you are a person who believes in the core values of America, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, Bitcoin's exactly that.
And then, like I said, Google Trends they're at an all-time high right now for Bitcoin as well. People everything's starting to get like the symptoms of 2017, and this thing could crash back down.
That's what I show in my chart, right? So that's why Ivor says he's putting in 1,000 pounds into Bitcoin as I'm bringing in the cows for milking. That's awesome.
Yep, the real cows.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. But as you do that, once you put in, especially when we're going towards the top of a potential like 1 month correction after this,
right?
Make sure you put that stop loss in. So right now I have my stop loss at 10,500. If you watch my show, you can watch me continue to put that up as we go up. Mm-hmm. But put in that stop loss and keep watching more closely the closer we get towards that top of the chart, because these moves do happen extremely quickly. So if it does go the other way for a short period of time and then before it launches back off again, just make sure that if you're buying above 10,000, make sure that you put in those stop losses immediately after you buy.
Yeah, Scruffy Turd says, how do the highs and lows in Bitcoin reflect people getting in and out of it? I'll tell you how. When the price goes high, everybody wants to buy. When the price goes low, it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is speculative investment.
Well,
every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
There's a man who actually doesn't like Bitcoin, but he's an amazing trader. His name is Anton Creel. And I've watched some of his videos on how the stock market basically works and how it's manipulated to an extent, right? And so anything that involves humans, they try to control.
Right.
So we have two things that you need to know, which is one, the smart money, and one, the dumb money. The smart money already bought. That's why we started pumping up earlier this year.
That's why I bought.
The dumb money, buys at the end. But the dumb money, if they put in stop losses, and I mean, we're dumb money, technically. We're normal people. We're retail traders.
Right.
So it's not a term to disparage or meant to make fun of anybody. But basically, we're normal people. So we have to be extra careful. We have to protect ourselves against these people who have a lot more money who are throwing into Bitcoin. So if they decide to take out profits at a certain time, we want to make sure we have that stop loss in place so that we don't get screwed as well.
Oh, yeah. Adam says that it's that feeling when you check your phone in the morning and see what you earned while sleeping. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
He looks like, something good. He says, guys, check out 3 commas, paid service, but you can set trailing stop loss and take profits and link your exchange. It's awesome. I think that's probably pretty good. I haven't checked it out, but I definitely will.
No, I don't get paid to say that. I just stumbled upon. No, you're good, man, Kevin.
No
we
worries.
believe you. All right,
any good info is good info.
Yeah, and then so what we're gonna do? That's what we're thinking. This year is just gonna be, the chart says it. I believe it. The market psychology checks out. And usually the markets like this ramp up towards Q4. I don't see this thing dying anytime soon.
No, this is the test run. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This is like when you rev up your new car and you just want to test that engine. You go out for a spin around the block. Oh, that was fun. You take a little bit of a rest, and then after that, it's to the moon again.
Yeah. And so this year, mark my words here, you guys. We already called the beginning of the Bitbull bull run. We already said Binance Coin is going to hit $100, and that was before when Binance Coin was like floating around. At the time, I think it was like floating around 29 or something. It's at its highest price ever again. It's going to hit $100 for sure. And then you heard it here. I'm telling you, this year, Bitcoin is going to smash the all-time high. Mark our words here. On June 26, 2019, it is going to happen. Any recommended books for learning and investing? Just watch Charlie's channel. Because,
Yeah, and send me an email or send me a direct message. And, basically everybody who jumps in our chat and who jumps on our channel can just, send me a message. And if it's a short question that I can answer very quickly, then I'll do so. If it's something that requires more of an explanation or detail, then we can set up a consultation. But yeah, definitely just send me an email, charlie@cultivatecrypto.com, and then come watch my show. And, tune in and see if it's helpful for you. If it's not, then you can just come to this one once a week.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to show you some of our funny things we got here. We got some spicy memes, and then we're gonna can the show. I'm feeling a little under the weather, as you guys could see, so I actually got a little sick, so I got to go rest up. But Scruffy Turd says, what would you recommend for someone that's poor getting into crypto? I've been thinking of putting some skin in to make some USD and then later reinvest in a BTC. We'll get a job that pays well and then save your money and buy Bitcoin.
Well, then the other thing is I did a show when you were gone in Osaka. I don't know what the title of that show was, but basically just look in the Tokyo Crypto Show. There's one where I just did it solo. I think I titled it How to Buy Bitcoin If You Don't Have That Much Money. And so I just showed you how you can make some money even if you have like $100 just to throw in. So, yeah, watch that show of the Tokyo Crypto Show.
And the coin is not finance, it's Binance. B-I, like Bitcoin, B-I, Binance coin.
Yep.
So that's a good investment. Let's check out some of these funny memes we got here because, we got to...
Just keep it light.
Yeah. So here we got our buddy. He says, so you mean to tell me Libra will bank the unbanked but requires KYC? He's like, bitch, do you think I have an ID? Remember, KYC is know your customer. Facebook is this Libra project. It's I don't know. It's not looking too good.
Yeah, because for like Bitcoin, right? People in any country can use it whether they have an ID or not. Whereas Facebook coin, they're saying, oh yeah, this is for everybody in the world. Everybody can use it just like any other cryptocurrency. But no, not if you don't have an ID, they do KYC. So, not everybody can use it. It's going to be only for a select few people.
If you trust Facebook, you're a bunch of fools, basically.
Basically.
This one's pretty funny. So here we got Bitcoin right here, 2018, 2019, and then 11K, crushing it. This one is my favorite, honestly.
Turn on the volume, too.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy. And we got a little bit here. So we have Wheel of Fortune here. This is a game show in the United States.
Try to solve that puzzle.
What does it say? B space T C space the future. People. Let's see what they say.
Bitches in the future?
Bitches is the future.
Good night, everyone. This is Wheel of Fortune, Joe.
Bitcoin is the future.
Yeah, that's it.
Bitcoin is the future. Oh my god, what a thing. And here we go. We got our meme here. We did it. We time traveled, but where is it? But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. What's the price of Bitcoin? $1 million. We are in 2030. And then, if you guys remember the moon boots, here we are. Moon boots are here with us here on the moon. So
yeah, and then I just wanted to mention that last two things for anybody who wants to nerd out. So basically, this information here, one of the guys who's following me actually asked for information to learn about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And I don't recommend actually doing this certification. It's called the Certified Bitcoin Professional. It's kind of outdated, and it's not really something that you want to actually take as a certification, so you don't need to pay for that. But the cool thing is on this website, which is cryptoconsortium.org, certifications CBP, you can find the link to their FAQ, frequently asked questions. And in here, there's a link which says a guide is available on our blog about how do I learn about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So if you're already a guy who's been watching this channel, invested in Bitcoin, has already made some money, click that part here. And it just shows you this thing preparing for the Certified Bitcoin Professional exam. And to be honest, I'm just going to let you know I nerded the fuck out and read this whole thing. when I was working at our last company, I was so fucking bored on the train, 45 minutes a day every day to work, that I just went here, looked at all the links that they gave us. What is a centralized ledger? What is a function of a currency? What is distributed consensus? Blah, 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 blah. Read all these things within about a week. And it's really pretty hardcore. But for anybody who's looking for in-depth knowledge of what they are investing in, this information here will put you in the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. So, I doubt anybody will take the time to go do this. But if anybody does...
For those who do, those who do, they'll be celebrating with us when Bitcoin's at 25,000. Those who don't will be calling it like, hey, should I buy Bitcoin now? It's 25,000.
Exactly.
And the answer is yes. Let's see. Let's go back to the chat here. Is anybody on the phone lines? Nope. Okay. Let's catch up with the chat as we launch off to the moon for the final time. Here we go. Any investment? What would you recommend? Yeah, you got to get a job. Got you. What's the name of your channel, man? That is the Cultivate Crypto.
Yep. Go in the description link down below, and you can see my website, www.cultivatecrypto.com. And then right below that, there's a YouTube link, which is my show, Cultivate Crypto.
And then Kevin says, if you want to trade, also look at tools and tactics of a master day trader. Old book, but massive value. Not everything is applicable, but will save you a lot of mistakes. Good stuff.
And that's what I like about this. These guys sharing knowledge among each other as well.
I was waiting 7 a.m. my time on his channel like an idiot. Normally he doesn't show that. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern.
So, yeah, guys, just keep an eye on it. Based off of that chart and everything, that's what's going to happen. We're going to can it right here because I feel like shit. Sorry about that. But, hey, the good thing is we're all crypto rich. For those who took action, I'm crypto rich.
Having a good old time.
Charlie's crypto rich. Got a couple guys in the chat that are crypto rich. So keep it going. Keep moving forward. Keep studying. And again, it's about longevity, the long game. In 2 years, we're going to be talking about this. The show's going to have like thousands of people in the chat. And you guys from day one, you guys who are in body language mastery and stuff, you guys have the priority access to me and Charlie. So, I mean, if you want to pick Charlie's brain for 3 weeks, when the upcoming webinars that are starting from July 9th till the end of July, I mean, we'll do price analysis in the chat every singe time if we need to in the webinars.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it'll be easy because I'm already doing it on my show. It'll be easy to do it in there.
Yep.
And in more detail, anybody who has specific questions towards it, how to learn that shit, no problem.
So yeah, get in while you still can. Body language mastery is happening this Friday. So you don't want to miss out. June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, July 1st, and July 2nd. Get in while you still can. That being said, thank you guys. We are going to sign off here from the moon. And until then, we'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Peace out.